this is not easy to say, but I've lost a lot of data while recording this. Did not pop on my screen at all. I don't even know what happened. All I saw was complete, total darkness. So I'm gonna load over here because it was the closest thing to it. Let's see, this is where the wife has been taking care of, oh god, Kim Jun. I've been trying to practice on how to pronounce these words correctly. Let's see. I don't want to go full detail what happened on my recording, but as you can tell, I lost a lot from the 46% to now. It's like I was right here, so close, halfway part. But at least this part is at 16, so whoopee do, whoopee fucking do. May I ask you to do me a favor, please? There's a block of data that I can't access for some reason. I think it might be flagged so that only humans can. All I get is a sharp pain every time I try. I really want to know what's in there. Can I get you to drop? Nope, nope. Just remember something. Can I get you to drop the console, to the console and take a look? Once you're in that super block mode, just type decrypt block 3. I don't know where I left you guys at. I feel bad. Alright. She's not giving me any other descriptions about this stuff anymore. Magical technology. I'm constantly saving because I've lost a lot. A lot. I don't know where guys start you at all. Okay, you know what? I try to help you. I ain't gonna remember this shit at all. Yeah, I misspelled it wrong. like 9:57. Ain't going to bed anytime soon. I have school tomorrow. I got life to do, but I don't feel like it. Oh, just a gentle tug. Let's see. And there it goes. When you're old as fuck. Ooh, ooh, for the longest time, oh, for the longest time, ooh, I can't take you anymore. We just get on today. Can't drink up anymore, 'cause I know for the longest time, oh, for the longest time. My chin is bleeding. I can define my chin. Yeah, I did misspell the fuck. misspelling shit. Bitch. So this bitch is like, okay, what the hell is going on? I don't know what the fuck's going on with my life. You're like, bitch, you can have one. It's like, wait, remote connection established? Is there somebody out there from outside the ship? Okay, sorry, I'm just taking an inventory of systems right now. Can you give me a second? Like, literally, a second. She's okay. Right, it's kind of messed up. Anyway, I'm up to speed now. Logs are basically saying that nothing has happened since I went offline, except the ship slowly losing power and the main reactors have seen better days. But you, hello, you're the first person from outside the ship I've had contact in with, well, as far as I can remember. I'm Mute, AI in charge of Mongo security operations. It's nice to meet you. Okay, it looks like I can't actually get any text input from you. I'm guessing this is all that crazy ass murderous fault? I'm sorry. Well, why don't you tell me a bit more about yourself anyway? Like, I'm sorry, it's kind of weird, but are you a man or woman? Woman? Oh man, really? Wait, hang on. You're a woman who can understand computers. Awesome. Backwater ass. I mean, the pale bride could understand computers too, and she was a psychopath. But I'm not trying to be unfair here. So, what I'm trying to understand is that back then, you guys couldn't understand each other. AIs, Korean, Chinese characters. People didn't understand what the fuck was going on. I guess the dialect was still the same, but I don't think the characteristics are the same though. That is my only problem. I'm sure you're really smart for a woman, sorry. It's just a knee-jerk reaction. Don't think anything of it, okay? So where are you from? Earth? Are you from other colonies? Wait, there are other colonies, right? I mean, I always got the impression that the ship was supposed to be founding one. Oh, okay. So are you from one of them or are you from Earth? Cool, I wish I could ask you what it's like. I think I'm from there too, but well, my memory goes only back 300 years before getting deactivated, which you might find out in the sequel. Pretty much all my knowledge of anything before the year 0 comes secondhand from the Pale Bride's childhood diaries, and well, man, they're about as childish as it possibly gets. Guess I'm not really going to find out more with that line of questioning though, right? Alright, what else is important that I can ask in binary questions? Oh, I know. So, do you have a husband? And he's okay with you being in deep space, connecting to the computers of a strange ship, huh? He sounds like a nice guy. Related to that, I don't really know much about spaceships or anything, but I can get a visual on yours, and it looks really, really small. Is it just you along out there? Right, of course. Why even ask that? Of course, a woman wouldn't be off alone. What's the question? Well, you're with your husband, obviously. Well, send him my regards. What? What? I think that's all about I can think of right now. What's wrong with me? Sorry, it's not really a lot to go off of. I know, although I guess I did get the most important things. I'll let you know if I think of anything else, alright? Anyway, from what it looks like, you were going over some logs with that crazy murderous bitch, right? I'd love to help you with those instead. As an added bonus, I promise I won't even ever commit mass murder, unlike a certain someone. Smith family tree. See what she thinks. Well, I think that speaks for itself, doesn't it? That's what a genealogy is supposed to look like. Hope that's more useful. Okay, yeah, so here's what a family tree is supposed to look like. None of that weird clutter mess that Hune did. But here's our few notes about some of the women that you might actually care about. Oh, so she has changed it. But you don't see the descent. And here's for the Smith tree also. And the cliche. Okay, yeah, no. A base? Seriously, what a complete and utter misrepresentation. In case it wasn't obvious, that's a completely liberal and messed up translation. Yes, it's a common phrase, but that's not what it means. What it really means is male-supported patriarchy, that's all. Fine, it is a cliche that kind of states the obvious, so what? I don't know where she's pulling this women are based nonsense from. It's stupid. Gotcha. You want to hear about the Smith family? Oh yeah, you're going to love this. Those people have problems like you would not believe. Technically, I belong to the Rio family, but, well, I spent a lot of time keeping up on the Smith family gossip. They used to be the most important noble house, above even the Kims, you know. So, I know a lot about them. What sort of things do you want to hear about? Oh, sure, it's all very fascinating stuff. Okay, looks like you've gotten the decryption sorted out. Great, I can in fact see everything in the block now. Where do you even get that, admitted access from? Anyway, only the Ryu family was supposed to have that. And it's not like Hune can tell an unauthorized person. Weird. Utterly weird. Well, anyway, I've got them. So here, the sordid seal files of the Smith family. And we're going to get the scandalous part. Fine, Senju never married and he liked to drink maybe a little more than what's good for him. But he was a great man, clever, charming, frail, and respectful. Look, he wasn't perfect. He was damn close as you can get, though. Do you want to know what he was really like? Don't you listen a single word to the likes of Yun-san. Here's a more fitting depiction. I've added some logs that actually do him some justice. You should read them. Justice. Huh? Let's see, would it let me... Nope. She was an awfully good friend of mine. We chatted a lot. You have to understand, though, she might not have been a very good wife. It's absolutely not her fault. It's like what I've reported to my mistress Ryu. Dwa, dwa, hua, hawa. None of the problems in her marriage were her own fault. She was just the wife of a lousy man. Plain and simple. Mostly she tried to do the best she could. I don't want you looking down on her, understand? Oh yes, him. Would you like how I feel about Smith, you and Sam? Sam? Then let me be clear as I possibly can. Fuck that guy. I know I shouldn't say that about a man, not least of all a dead one, but I don't care. He didn't have any respect for the dead either. So as far as I am concerned, he doesn't deserve any from me. There's only one thing related to him that you need to see. And it's not even him. It's a letter to his father from someone who actually did matter. All he ever did was complain about the main branch and trash the good name of a good man. That's all you need to know. Brought home. I had to fix myself. Holy shit. And this was before the pale bride was even born, technically, out from her shell, out of her stasis pod. A proper damn gentleman. A transcription fragment of a conversation held with Smith Jai Sanjun. Oh, that was how I knew shit had gotten serious. He actually agreed to let me pick the drinking house we went to. My oldest brother only ever humors me when he really trying to get on my good side. It's never a good sign. Well, I mean, it's good for me, but certainly not for him. I'm sure a classy lady such as yourself wouldn't be familiar with this kind of a place. No, you know the sort. Tucked away in an exterior deck. Lots of wood furniture that's been stained, and not intentionally. With just enough commoners milling about to give a good background soundtrack. Oh, and it's run by a woman. Nice lady, too. So it's that sort of a place. We arranged to meet up at the door. It's been a while, brother. I'm sorry I couldn't speak to you sooner, he said, trying to be polite. You're full of shit, I said. But hey, it's good to see you. So what do you want? I mean it, he says. He's a bad, bad liar. So why are you here anyway? At the point, the owner came by asking what we like. The only real thing you need to know about Janae is that she's around my age. She's got the biggest tits I've ever seen in my life, and she dresses like a commoner. So you can certainly see them. Oh, he said. Fair enough. Bring your finest soju, I ordered. Please, she responded. You can't afford our finest. Totally not true, by the way. My reputation for being a cheap drunk. Completely unfounded. Honest, I have no way where people get these crazy ideas from. Anyway, far be it from me to argue. I just replied, maybe not, but my brother can. I mean, I know he was going to ask me for money. That was obvious. Might as well get as much as I could out of him before giving whatever he wanted, right? Fine, we'll be sharing that, he said. Then he added, but how much to share with you too? She blushes, amazingly. Really, she got a lot of practice dealing with people like my brother. But I save her the misery of having to flirt back with him. Do you really need more of that kind of trouble right now? With that, he let her go. Anyway, drinks came. We argued about the loose definitions of finest. I served his tits in the good old days when father was still alive and we didn't have to work out our problems ourselves. The biggest bullshit ever, I said, is that we're expecting to be responsible men. How did that happen, he laughs. And now was drunk enough to start taking cheap shots. Is that why you have never bothered to be one? Ouch, I said. Damn it, hurry up and pour me more. I'll drink to that. He poured, but didn't say anything. So, what is it like? What does he want? I'm getting the impression that you have a problem and you want discretion. Because you're talking to me, right, brother? I was right. So, where did you put it this time, brother? I asked. Put what? He replied. Oh, cut the bullshit. I said, we both know full well that all of your problems in life have always, without fail, stemmed from putting your dick where somewhere you shouldn't have. He grunted in disagreement, but it's totally true. Was it at least a female this time? Swear to my father, brother was right was right about to punch me. Didn't though. Instead, he just downed his drink. Yeah, that's the damn problem, he said. She says she hasn't been bleeding in 2 months now. A courtesan. I promised him my help. Better she get bought out by me than by my brother, the higher magistrate. Less suspicious that way, and involve nothing unlawful. Believe me now, a proper damn gentleman, that's me. Fuckboy. Whole bunch of fuckboys. Let's see. Well, this is what I told him at the time. I could have maybe, done without the description of her breasts. But that kind of story was definitely pretty common for him. The part where he cleans up after his family mess, not the details about immoral looking common women. And well, the drinking too. But look, the part he had a good cause for. Sure, it was his ruin, but you can't blame a man for that. The stuff he had to put up with, if your husband had it like that, I'm sure he'd do the same. It wasn't all that bad. We spent a lot of evenings drinking together, talking long into the night. Well, he would anyway. Obviously, not really so much drinking on my part. But he was the kind of man who still poured a glass for you, all the same. So, the whole sarcastic thing about him being a proper gentleman. It's not sarcastic. He really was. Well, he was being sarcastic, but still, he totally, absolutely was the best damn gentleman around. And you see her blush. Big girl, you are beautiful. High Magistrate Smith's son. Well, as High Magistrate, he was one of the highest ranking officials until just before the end. I don't want to paint a misleading portrait, as I understand. He was a very just man. He was a very just man. And performed his function quite well, except for his dick. It was politics that caught up to him in the end. It's like I reported to my mistress, Ryu J. Hawa. He might have been a good magistrate, but his family conduct was less than the pinnacle of virtue. How many wives a man takes is no business but his own. And he never did anything illegal, but knocking up courtesans owned by the court? Man, that's just bad politics. And just so completely unfair for his primary wife? Can you imagine? Uh, uh, uh. So that's why he lost his position. Years of embarrassment in the family finally culminated him. Fuck that shit. Culminated him into turning into really in him turning into a real liability for the emperor. But it wasn't always like that. Here, let me try to paint an even portrait of him for you. I've added an assortment of logs about him. I hope this gives him a good idea of what I mean. But if he can't find a place where he can't, stop sticking his dick in place he shouldn't be up. Fucker. Let's watch. I know it sounds like Sang-min is just being harsh on his little brother, but I assure you, his characterization of him isn't wrong. I honestly kind of tended to avoid him. I was friends with his older brother's wife, and his younger brother was an absolute gentleman, but he was not a very nice man. He was the sort of person that the core exams were supposed to keep out in theory. Didn't work, of course. He studied just as well as brothers. So, bro told me. Here, you want to see the usual sort of behavior that you get from Smith Sang-kun? I've added another entry. This one is by the Gimson? Gimson? Hey, my name is Jeef. My name is Jeef. I should call him Jeef. Deem Kimson. Nope. Tried it. Fuck boys, even back then. Man, reading that, I just can't believe that's her. She used to be so timid. I'm thinking of me as having a shocking crass matter, being afraid of her brother-in-law at the door. Well, it's all what I expected from her at the time. She just changed a whole lot as she got older. Well, honestly, maybe not as much as I thought. Oh my god, no, the speakers have not been on. Holy shit. I just realized. Well, I am so sorry for you guys hearing that 30 minutes of me creaking and stuff and probably hitting the mic. I just realized there's like music was on mute. I don't even know why it's on mute. Fuck. I'll record more next time. See you, kiddos.